Sorry to be a couple of minutes late.
And you've just spoken of the $20 billion for reconstruction.
Does this signal any kind of lack of commitment by the UN to Iraq?
Well, I have read the stories about that. We believe that the UN can play a vital role in the reconstruction of Iraq. The President repeated this on Tuesday in New York. I think it's regrettable that the UN apparently has decided to reduce still further its presence there. I think it will make it more difficult for the UN to carry out the role which they say and we say we'd like them to play. And I hope they will, at an early date, be able to build those people back up and that capacity back up. We've been working very closely with with about a dozen UN specialized agencies. I worked very closely with the Secretary General's special representative until he was killed, and I look forward to the day when they come back in and help us as full partners in the reconstruction.
Did you hear anything on the Hill this week or in your meetings with other administration officials?
And then there are terrorists, and the terrorists fall into essentially, conceptually anyway, two categories. One are the Ansar al-Islam, which is an al-Qaeda-oriented linked group that has reconstituted and reinfiltrated after the war and has now got probably several hundred members in Iraq, and they are a very dangerous terrorist group, and that's a lot of terrorists. We also have, secondly, foreign terrorists who are infiltrating in largely through the Syrian border, the rat lines that cross the Syrian border. Some of them may also be al-Qaeda. We have got almost 24 al-Qaeda in detention now. Some of them may just be terrorists for hire. We're not entirely sure. We do have almost 300 foreign non-Iraqi detainees, third country nationals in detention now, some of whom are terrorists, some of whom maybe just came as mercenaries.
How many from which countries?
It's 248. The Syrians, I have to do it off the top of my head because I left my table upstairs. The Syrians are the largest, 123. I think there's something like, I think the next two countries are Iran and Yemen. But I may be wrong. But anyway, the Syrians are about half of them.
I mean, you've just seen 24. I've never heard 24 al-Qaeda.
Yeah, it's 19 to be precise.
The 120